of the biggest and most versatile stars in Hollywood. He was hilarious in Anchorman, Despicable Me and The 40-Year-Old Virgin. He was scary, creepy and Oscar-nominated in Foxcatcher. It's Mr. Steve Carrell. He is a fabulous comedy performer, a brilliant actor. He's just been nominated for a Golden Globe for his latest movie. It is the multi-talented Mr. Steve Carrell, ladies and gentlemen. Steve, how lovely to have you back on the show.
Lovely to be here.
Thank you for joining us. Do you know Gordon? Have you met Gordon in your show business travels in the past ever?
I never have, no.
Wow, wow. Have you ever eaten at one of his establishments?
I have, and it was delicious.
Oh, good. Well, that's a relief. And then...
A+++.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So you're back in town here. You have a new movie coming out a week on Friday, which, and this is exciting, you've been nominated, a Golden Globe, and we will find out that result tomorrow, I believe. Whether you won it, so congratulations.
Thank you. And I was also nominated for a Nobel Prize.
Wow. Long overdue, if I may say so.
I thought so.
Does it mean much? I guess being nominated is an exciting thing. Are you someone who pays attention to that, or were you not even aware?
I would like to pretend that I'm cool enough to not pay attention, but I pay attention.
Right, OK.
When I was nominated for an Oscar, I was up at 5 in the morning with a cup of coffee, sitting at the television set. And I didn't wake up my wife. I didn't want to disturb her. But unbeknownst to me, she was upstairs in the bedroom watching at the same time. And when my name was announced, we ran, like she ran to the steps and I ran up, and we were bouncing up and down, like 5 o'clock in the morning, trying not to wake up our kids. Really, really exciting.
And that was for Foxcatcher. And what I suppose makes it even more special is you're someone who came to us, or came to prominence with kind of comedy acting and roles in less serious fare. So for you to go into a movie like that and prove you can really do it, what an achievement.
It was I was very lucky to be offered a part like that. It's not... I didn't think I would be on the short list for a part like... Well, there's the picture.
Yeah.
It's... that is not something that I was thrown my hat in the ring for, because I didn't see myself playing a part like that, but the director did. Not
an easy man to engage with or to like on screen, because he wasn't in real life, of course.
No, he was an odd bird, to be sure. I obviously never got a chance to meet him, but, I met a lot of people who knew him and had worked with him, and I studied tapes of him. He actually commissioned a documentary on himself.
Wow.
And so I was able to watch that. The most interesting part of that was watching the outtakes, because he was instructing the documentarian how to film him and get this shot, and that was very telling.
So a real control freak.
Very much so. And the actual documentarian who shot that played himself in the film, too. So when he was interviewing my character in the film, it was actually the guy asking the real questions. So it was a little bit odd. Did
you see the film, Foxcatcher? Yeah. Did you really see the film?
Yeah. Stop.
You saw the film. What was it about, Gordon?
I'm not going to discuss that right now. Come on.
Just say it was an A+++.
You put on a lot of weight to play this role.
About 25 pounds.
25 pounds? That's
a
lot of weight. Then this was deliberate, or it just happened and you said you were doing it for the part?
Yeah, no, the director asked me to do it.
Is that one of the best things anyone could ever say to you, is you need to put on 25 pounds?
Pretty great.
OK. How did you do it?
I ate a lot of deep dish pizza. Are you familiar with deep dish, Chicago deep dish pizza?
I'm relatively not as familiar as you obviously became, but I am familiar.
It was a horrifyingly wonderful experience.
Wow.
I actually loved it.
Would you have a dessert afterwards as well, or was it just the pizza?
Another pizza.
Maybe some cheesecake. No, and I showed up on set the first day, and it's the first time I've ever gotten a compliment of someone saying, "Wow, you're so fat." Good for you. And I was happy, but at the same time, like, what? It's an odd compliment to receive.
What was your goal, and what kind of life did you lead, Steve?
I thought I was going to become an attorney. I thought I'd be a lawyer.
Well, so why did you change your mind?
You know what? Here's what it was. I was applying to law school, and I was filling out the application, and the essay question was, why do you want to be an attorney? And I couldn't answer it. That's really the long and short of it. I couldn't write an essay other than I thought it would please my parents. And
wow.
And so I decided I was going to take a break and determine what I really wanted to do.
And disappoint your parents.
And disappoint my parents.
So when you first of all, I mean, we all knew Steve initially as a comic actor, as a performer with kind of comedy skills, and I assumed you come from that background. So were you attracted to comedy first, or was it you wanted to be a serious actor, but they were just the opportunities you got?
Those were the opportunities I got. I just wanted to be an actor and potentially make a living doing it. So early on, I just tended to get more roles that were comedic in nature.
Because you were with the improv group, weren't you? The Second City in Chicago?
Was.
And that's where you met your wife, isn't it?
It was, yeah.
So was she a performer too?
I was actually her teacher at SAG. There she is.
Wow. Is that legal for you to go home with one of your students?
Well, we weren't doing the jiggery penalty poke at that point. No, I saw her in class and I thought, wow, she's just a knockout. She's so smart and she's so... well, I mean, first sight, love at first sight, really.
Really? That's so sweet.
No, it really was. We celebrated 20 years.
Congratulations.
In August. Thanks.
And was it love at first sight for you as well, Gordon?
It was hard. I was living in Paris. I came back to a friend's wedding, and Tana was dating a friend of mine. Yeah, I know. And we celebrate 20 years this year. So, yeah,
wow. Congratulations.
It was love at first sight, yeah. But I couldn't go there because, you know, my mate. So she came to me.
So you had to wait for a while?
I had to wait 2 years.
Wow.
Yes.
So
Are you still friends?
No, not good.
That smile you're doing, there's something you're not telling me.
No, it's you. So, and I went back to Paris, finished my training, then I came back, opened my first restaurant, and I suppose having the first chance to cook for her properly really sort of set it up. But she came with a boyfriend.
I can't imagine how great that is to have that ability to woo a woman, to cook for her. Yeah. Oh my! It would have happened a lot sooner for me had I been able to.
Were you a late starter with the opposite sex?
I was so lame. When I first started talking to Nancy, I'd go across the street, and she worked at the bar across the street from Second City, and I used to go over and order a Diet Coke and hang out at the bar and talk to her. And for months, we talked at each other like, "Hey, if I ever asked someone out, it would be someone like you." And she'd say, "Boy, if someone like you ever asked me out, I'd go out on a date with that someone who..." But it was like weeks turned into months of like, "Hey, how you doing?" And we didn't do anything until finally one of us kind of blinked and we ended up going out.
Wow. Who blinked first? Who asked?
She blinked first.
Wow.
She was like, "Okay, let's go." And I don't think I said, "Let's go out," but I said, "Okay." It was like Nerd Patrol. It was...
OK, before we bring Elliot, I've got to say one thing which I suppose we should thank you for, and also maybe people sometimes aren't so grateful, is because partly you're responsible for introducing Minions to the world in a major way, which people love and some people hate because they're everywhere.
You can't hate them. Great. You can't hate the Minions.
Your kids, they love the Minions?
Oh, yeah.
Isn't one of your children a Minion?
One of my kids used to do the Minion voice, and so I asked at the end of one of my recording sessions if he could come in and do some Minion voices.
Wow.
So he was, I think, 6 at the time.
Wow.
So they brought the mic down, and we were patched in because the directors were in Paris. So they kept the line open, and the directors were talking to him on one of these video monitors and talking him through, "Okay, now sound confused." And it was the most adorable thing. I don't know if they used any of it for the movie, but it was really special.
Of the various characters you've played, do people ask you most, if they ask you to do something, do they ask you for something from Despicable Me, do they ask you something from 40-Year-Old Virgin, Anchorman, or Foxcatcher? Which is the one they ask you to do the most readily?
Somebody coming up and saying, "Hey, do some of those funny lines from Foxcatcher."